guys. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone made it in safely today. But, as we also said last week and continue to say this week is, it's, to use a colloquial American English expression, it's put up or shut up. I mean, it's, the Russia has pledged, has bought into the ISSG statement of last week that there should be a cessation of hostilities. They need to exert influence on the Syrian regime to make sure that happens.
Has Thursday's agreement achieved anything yet?
We do think it's made progress on the humanitarian access front. There has been some humanitarian assistance delivered to these besieged areas. I don't have a list in front of me, but would refer you to the UN to really speak to that in detail. So we do think there has been progress on that front. We're looking tomorrow, obviously, for more progress on that front. In terms of the cessation of hostilities, we need to see a lot more. The cessation of hostilities working group is what you're referring to. So obviously, last week in Munich, they agreed, ISSG, International Syria Support Group members agreed to establish a ceasefire task force under the auspices of the UN, and that's going to be co-chaired by Russia and the United States, and includes political military officials with the participation of other members of the ISSG with influence on the armed groups, either opposition or regime forces fighting on the ground. The civilian casualties yesterday and the attacks on the hospitals in and around Aleppo and Idlib. This is a unacceptable situation. You saw our statement yesterday condemning Russia for carrying out some of those air attacks. And, we are adamant that we need to see some progress on cessation of hostilities in the coming days. I can't say categorically that a week from last Thursday, there must be a cessation of hostilities, but certainly we're going to expect that there is progress. We want to reach all of the besieged areas with humanitarian access, or get humanitarian access to these areas for assistance as soon as possible. It is our goal to get them back to the negotiating table next week in Geneva. I think we're cognizant of the fact that unless there's significant progress to look at, whether it's humanitarian access, whether it's at least the beginnings of a cessation of hostilities on the ground, that's going to be difficult. We have said all along that the opposition needs to go to Geneva without preconditions in order just to talk.